Welcome beautiful Paris Saint-Germain family. In today's video, I'll be going through Kylian Mbappe's recent interview with the French national team where he was asked a lot of questions about the recent transfer rumors to Real Madrid and if he's going to stay at Paris Saint-Germain. This is the first thing that Kylian Mbappe had to say. Kylian Mbappe, staying at PSG is my only option at the moment. And I mean, that is correct. He knows that the power is in Paris Saint-Germain hands and that's what he wants. That's what he wants. Obviously, Kylian Mbappe wants to leave Paris Saint-Germain, or at least wants the possibility of leaving Paris Saint-Germain to Real Madrid. But he wants to leave all the power in Paris Saint-Germain hands. That way, he receives absolutely zero critique if he leaves and Paris Saint-Germain receive it all. So if potentially Kylian Mbappe leaves Paris Saint-Germain, everybody will be on PSG's head for selling Kylian Mbappe. Great smart move by Kylian Mbappe here, putting the club underneath him. Next up, Kylian Mbappe, am I going to leave Paris Saint-Germain? I've already spoken about this. I've said that my goal is to stay at PSG. It's my only option right now. I'm ready to come back for preseason. Again, similar to the first thing he said, he's putting all the pressure on Paris Saint-Germain and saying clearly, I want to stay. I'm going to be here for preseason next season. And that means you cannot say anything to Mbappe. This is what he said. So when people ask him, why did you leave? He said, I wanted to stay, but PSG sold me. Again, very smart move here by Kylian Mbappe. Next one, what influence does the President Macron have on my career today in 2023? None. He wants me to stay in Paris. My goal is to stay. We are on the same wavelength. Very, very, very funny there from Kylian Mbappe that both of them are on the same wavelength. Obviously, Macron wants to keep him for as much as possible, not just this season. And him coming in is for Mbappe to extend. So Mbappe here, yeah, again, very smart with the words he is selecting, which shows he is a true politician. He knows how to talk like a politician. I respect you, Kylian Mbappe. Not as a PSG fan, but as a human being. You are smart and you know exactly what words to use to get everything into your agenda. Very smart here by Kylian Mbappe. And I agree with him. I don't think Macron has anything. Obviously, Macron can convince and try to say whatever he wants to make Mbappe happy. But if Mbappe's choice is to leave, he will leave. Kylian Mbappe, the letter was not sent during the international break. It was sent before. Honestly, I did not think I was going to offend anyone. I didn't know a letter could kill someone. It's just a letter. I don't care about the reactions. Again here, listen, if Kylian Mbappe sent a letter to Paris Saint-Germain, the official club, I've absolutely no problem with that. I've absolutely no problem with that. But him sending the letter to L'Equipe first as well, before Paris Saint-Germain, why are you sending it out to the media? Because you want to create havoc. You want to create chaos. You want to create fire. So, Mbappe, I know what you're doing here. Again, very smart. And lastly, this is what he had to say. Kylian Mbappe, explain why I plan to stay without renewing. There's nothing to explain. People can talk, criticize. I know why I do what I do and why I say what I say. People don't have all the information. Yeah, again here, very smart move by Kylian Mbappe. And this was actually the first, hard question for Mbappe to answer. And he really didn't give an answer here. He just said, oh, I don't care what people say, la, 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 la. And this, I do what I do. So, now that we've gone through everything Kylian Mbappe said in the French press conference as of obviously their European qualifiers against Gibraltar, we need to be discussing this. So what Kylian Mbappe has been doing at the moment, he's putting all the pressure on Paris Saint-Germain. So if a sale possibly happens, it will be all on PSG. So all PSG fans that are mad that Mbappe leaves, they will not be mad at Mbappe. They will be mad at the club instead for selling him, because Mbappe, according to himself, he wants to stay at the club. So that's a very smart move here from Kylian Mbappe. And when asked about why he's not extending, didn't give a single answer. And I think it's two stuff here. The dream of playing for Real Madrid has always been there for Kylian Mbappe. I cannot deny that. Nobody can deny that. But again, I think it's a pressure move here by Kylian Mbappe, again on Paris Saint-Germain, on many different fronts. Obviously, trying to sell him this summer. He's putting all the pressure on Paris Saint-Germain. And the second pressure is if they're going to extend him, if he's going to stay at the club, and if there's a possibility for a future extension at Kylian Mbappe, he's putting a lot of pressure on the club to build as strong as a team as possible. And it was even reported that this is going to be his last season at Paris Saint-Germain, and he has documentary ready, interviews, press conferences, everything. So let's see what happens in this crazy Kylian Mbappe transfer saga in the summer. This has been everything he has said in the French press conference. That has been it. Make sure to scream at the top of your lungs, allez, allez, allez Paris!